In today's episode, I want to show you a piece that if you showed to any normal person, they would never guess that it's from Mozart. Maybe. The piece is going to be Fantasy in C minor, k.457 from Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. So a little fact about this piece and how much I've been working on it. When I first was picking out the rep for my senior recital, my professor, he gave me a selection of pieces and he said, hey, here's this, fantasy from Mozart. And he played a couple segments of it, and honestly, like when I'm those kind of people that when I hear music for the first time, I need to sit down and listen to it for like a month just to be able to understand it and to get it, because it does not enter. I have friends that they can just get it all from like one hearing and they're like, wow, that's the most amazing thing. I'm not like that. I'm more human, and I take a long time to do it. But anyways, once I got this piece, I didn't know the amount of frustration and sometimes just wanting to give up when learning this piece. But having to learn it, and spend time with this piece, a lot of time, by the way, it's shown me that I was so underprepared for the amount of effort that this was going to take. From a technical standpoint, it's a little bit hard. It's not too difficult, but it's kind of like when you go to a bank or you go to a loaner place and you sign up to get loans for a music degree. It's kind of like that. You think it's going to be all great, right? And then sometimes reality hits you that you have to pay these loans back. But anyways, it's been great to learn this piece, and I'm excited to show and to share some of these things with you. Out of the entire set that I'm doing for my senior recital, this is probably one of my favorite pieces. The amount of expression, the amount of drama that this piece has, it's very unique to it. I mean, I'm playing some Liszt sonnets, and they're very beautiful, but I feel like with Mozart, because it's earlier music than, Liszt, you can really get a sense from what came before all of the romanticism, right? And it's very expressive, and it's very expressive from the very first to the very last. A little bit about the history. So this piece was published in December of 1875, and it was published along with his piano sonata in C minor, k.457. And this is why, for the most part, people will play these two together as a set, usually the fantasy being a prelude to the sonata. Now, I have to be very honest about making this video. So, as I was thinking about what piece to make for the next episode, I could not find a way of selling this piece, of getting, people to listen to it. And I thought, okay, well, the music is beautiful. I mean, there's no denying it. But it's very difficult. Much like interpreting Mozart, it can be very difficult. And in this case, I could not figure out what to do. So I did the best thing, and I went to sleep. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that. But after the next day, which is today actually, yesterday I ended up just coming up with this idea. But today, it finally hit me what I could use. I could use the dramatic value of this piece and the expressivity to really showcase how Mozart put everything together. And there's a concept that I didn't know about, but it's what's going to pull everything together. This concept that I'm referring to is the idea of storm and stress, or as it's called in German, Sturm and Drang. Which, yeah, I'm just going to put it up on the screen because I can't pronounce it. But anyways, this idea of storm and stress, it was a German and literary movement that took time during Mozart's time, and it emphasized the idea of intense emotion, individual subjectivity, and dramatic expression. Now, Mozart isn't considered a composer of storm and stress. However, he does, because he was around, I'm assuming he was around people who shared these ideas. He definitely uses that in his music, and I think his operas are a good, example of it. But in this fantasy especially, you can really see it. And I'm about to highlight it in the examples that I'm going to give. Mozart, throughout the piece, plays with tension and release, with serenity and chaos. And usually these are the things that allow people to get hooked in when they're hearing this piece. And it really, it brings them into this character of this fantasy. So in this portion of the video, we're going to talk about a little bit about the different sections of the piece. And then I'm going to give you 5 examples in which Mozart uses in order to convey this idea of storm and stress. And I'm going to show you an angle from up here, and then I'm going to show you the sheet music on this side over here. So first things first, in terms of tempos, we have our adagio section, we have the allegro section, the andantino, the più allegro, and then we have a return to the original tempo, which is adagio. Throughout this entire piece, the mood shifts. We have some very stormy sections, and then we have some very romantic, very classical romantic, but they're very, very beautiful sections. So I'm going to take 5 examples throughout the entire piece, and yeah, enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun making this video. I'm going to be putting out the full version of this one of these days, whether either within this week or so. Definitely go ahead and check out other versions of it. I'm going to include some of my personal favorite versions, and I hope that you guys learned something today. I want to make more content like this. It's going to take me a little while, but eventually I'll start making more and more. So definitely like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. It helps for other people to find it. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Ciao. The piece is going to be Mozart. The piece is going to be K.457. Start again.